Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis, of course. This is a week of Christmas, so we are expecting a little bit sideways market during this week, and yeah, I doubt that we're gonna get some really interesting high or lower prices. It might go sideways or even a little bit lower or a little bit higher. So what we are looking at after our deep analysis in the weekend, of course, we saw two scenarios where one is still a bull run towards the upside where we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Of course, we are still looking at a wave 5 with higher prices. Now, there is another scenario, of course, that it might, your wave 5 has been finished, and we probably want to look for lower prices, of course, later on, where we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finished exactly here where we are currently, and then we are, of course, looking for lower prices. However, after topping here for our wave 5 on a high amount of volume but lower than your wave 3, which is perfect for an impulse here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, after a W, X, and Y, your wave Y is a triangle here. And of course, having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as contracting diagonal for your wave 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5, and finishing this a bull run with a wave 5. Now, the signal that we did not finish yet is that we are looking at A, B, and a C. And when you see three waves as A, B, C expanding flat, any kind of flat or zigzag, that means you are still corrective. And if you are still corrective, means of course you're still looking for higher prices. Now that, of course, reduce the possibility of this scenario that we have topped here, and this is that might be the highest price for Bitcoin. Now, of course, it opens then the higher possibility for, of course, looking for one more wave 5 in the orange scenario, finishing a wave 3 in the yellow, and another wave 4 with three waves for your wave 4 here in the yellow, of course, and final wave 5 to finish your main wave 5 in the white scenario. So, by all means, we are still expecting two waves toward the upside. And that, of course, tells us that we might still, of course, looking for kind of impulsive waves towards the upside. However, it doesn't mean that we have finished correction. And by all means here, if you are corrective still, you are in A, B, C, as we mentioned in the daily, and this wave C can be in two form finished. This wave C. It can be finished in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where you see a volume 1, 2, and 3, and then 4 and a 5. You can see the volume telling us, of course, that this is a perfect volume for a contracting diagonal, and finishing a wave C as an ending diagonal for your A, B, and a C, which it has finished a little bit in a running flat, which is very rare to finish normally because it did not take the low. Now, if it's still looking to take this low and to make this a very good expanding flat, therefore we are looking for something else unfolding, which is an impulse where you are looking at 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. However, low possibility because of the volume that we have here, that is no very high volume for your wave 3 here, which it should be here. Actually, it is the lowest. So yeah, very low possibility. Now we saw after this an impulse towards the upside, and that was on Friday. It was a signal of strength, and we said that okay, this might be our wave 1, and we might range for the whole weekend, and this is exactly what happened for a wave 2. Your wave 2 is probably an A, a B, and a C in a contracting diagonal or ending diagonal for a wave C, finishing exactly in the fib levels or perfect fib levels for a wave 2. So for this wave 2, you would like to see that the price start to get rejected from the maximum 0.786 fib level to start, of course, to move towards the upside. Now, this is exactly what happened. A 1, 2 probably again, and probably, I don't know if this is still a 1, 2, because it can be 1, A, B, and a C for your wave 2, and then continuation towards the upside. In the scenario that we are still looking for a wave 5 to be finished, it means lower prices hitting the 1.38 fib level. and the 0.38 Fib level in confluence in this area. And this, of course, is your target for an expanding flat ABC, which is uncommon target, while the 0.38 is your target for a wave 4 in the yellow scenario. And that means if we see lower prices, guys, and we take the low here, that means, of course, we are not bearish yet. It means that you just finished an expanding flat to finish, of course, your wave 4. So your wave 4 might not have finished here as running flat. It might still unfolding, of course, an expanding flat. And that means, of course, that we are still bullish. And once we reach this price action here at 90,000, we must look towards the upside one more time again. Now, of course, for this scenario, which is a bullish, you would like to see higher prices once you finish, of course, this wave 2, in case this wave 2 is not finished yet, A, B, and C. If we want to have a much more information what is going on here, if we take a look, of course, on the 5-minute chart on the KGT, we can see that we have a buy signal on the 5-minute chart here where the price start to move towards the upside and telling us that here the buyers start to be stronger than the sellers in the top where they will start to sell. So that is a good signal first. The second signal is that you got a CVD divergence, and this is a perfect, of course, for bullish, where you have signals, bullish signals, and CVD with the price action. It means, of course, a nice bullish signal. The last confirmation that you would like to have is looking for accumulation of buyers. You would like to see, of course, 3 bars of buyers, which we saw here perfectly. And there you go. We start to look for higher prices again, 3 buyers bars here. Okay, but the problem is that you are followed directly with some pressure of sellers as well with 3 bars. And that means kind of like it's a sideways still or a corrective wave here that we are looking at. Now, if we take the 50-minute chart to just analyze a little bit what it might happen here. So if we are looking at 1 and then A, B, and a C, we might, of course, start to look for higher prices again after reaching a little bit lower than this low here. Or probably if we're gonna take the low here again, that means you're gonna take this low, and that means you're going, of course, to this area directly. So yeah, this is your key factors. If you take the low here, this one, and that means, of course, you're gonna take this low, and of course, you're gonna reach this area for an expanding flat or a perfect expanding flat and start to move towards the upside massively from this point exactly. So yeah, that was it for Bitcoin actually. I'm not expecting a really very massive moves during this week because of course it is weekend. The markets are a little bit slow and yeah, maybe half of the market are closed even. So yeah, I expect of course sideways, maybe a little bit corrective, maybe a little bit lower, but nothing impulsive, whether for bullish or for the bearish scenarios. So that was it for Bitcoin. I think today, yes, it will be my last video for today because I'm moving, of course, to celebrate Christmas in another state, of course, with the family. And yeah, I will try to update you in case something really interesting happens. So I will try to update you, of course, in case it is a very sideways and nothing really interesting. I think I'm gonna just leave it there and see you, of course, in after a couple of days, sorry, not weeks, just days, 2 days maybe, and then we will back, of course, to upload regularly on the channel for altcoins and Bitcoin as well. If you are interested in KGT, of course, you can take benefit of the discount on Christmas now for the membership on Discord, which is, of course, from $10 to $5, which is, of course, including the KGT version 1. And if you are interested in the KGT, the new one with those features regarding the accumulation of the volume and the signals here that you can see, you can find the description, of course, below, not just for Bitcoin, it is also including 13 coins from the altcoins, the most interesting one. Yeah, so you can have some details below and I will sort you up. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your comments and likes. And I wish you a Merry Christmas. See you in the next one. Bye bye.